Tara Follett here. Welcome back to my channel. This time I'm going to give you tips on my back to school routine, getting my fourth grader, second grader, and kindergartner ready for school the easiest ways possible. I can't believe it's almost around the corner. It's really exciting, and it's the first time that I'm going to have 3 out of my 4 boys in school, which is just, I don't know, kind of crazy, except for I do work at the school, so I will see them all the time. So these are the things that I have found very useful for getting my boys ready for the school year. Okay, tip number 1. Within the first or second week of summer vacation, I made it a priority to take my kids' backpacks, dump them out, and we sat there together going through all of the school supplies that were sent home at the end of the year, taking note to what needed to be thrown away and what needed to be purchased. We are fortunate enough to get a school supply list with their next year teacher at the very end of the year with their report card. So I was able to take that list and start checking off what is good and what can be reused, and that way I could start compiling a list at the very beginning of the summer. I would also inspect their backpack to see if they needed a new one. This included washing it as well if it was in good condition, and so that became a non-negotiable when we went shopping. Sorry kids, I shop at Costco and those backpacks last, well, pretty much forever. Okay, it's August now, and so my second tip would be to go early, and I think early would be at the beginning of August. You don't really need to start any earlier than that, in my opinion, unless you're a crazy bargain shopper and you're picking things up along the way that you found on clearance. I personally find that starting right in the beginning of August is an excellent time to do this, especially when you're shoe shopping. A lot of times we want new shoes, and if I wait until the end of August, it's slim picking. You can't find their size, maybe even a style that your kid likes. So definitely start at the beginning of August. Tip number 3 would be to make it a one-on-one date. I have 4 kids, so I find every opportunity that I can to take them individually so that they can make this a special time for them and get them excited about school, excited about learning. And I love taking my kindergartner out because that enthusiasm is there. You know, they don't quite understand what school is all about yet. He just sees his older brothers going every day, and he can't wait to do the same. So it was really fun to have that one-on-one time. And then I had my list already of things that are needed. And kind of the cherry on top was letting him pick out a few new outfits just to start off the school year. Of course, there were caricature shirts, which I swore I would never buy, but we ended up with a Minecraft shirt. Anyway, all right, tip 4 is to grab your list and the supplies that you got through shopping and check everything off, double check, make sure you have all that is asked of you, and then maybe some extra supplies for the classroom. Then get out your little Sharpie and label everything up. And I would definitely recommend going to an open house night if your school provides one, just because you can send in your kids with their bag of stuff and it makes it a little bit easier than bringing it all in on the first day. Alright, the last thing I want to talk to you about is covering your kids with prayer before they get ready for school. I hope that you took the time in the summer to just, especially if your kids go to public schools and they don't get Christian teachings on a daily basis or just an influence of God's love, that you start to pray for them and prepare them spiritually for school. I find this like way more important than all of the school supply tips and tricks and things that you can do to get yourself ready, is to just cover them in prayer and God's love. And something that I wrote a while back, I'm going to read to you guys, and it's about God's protection. It says, when we are young, there's not a care in the world. We are fearless to strangers, to dangers, and all the bad in this world. You don't know a car can hit you when you cross the street until your parents teach you to look both ways. You don't know a stove is hot and will burn you until your parents warn you. You don't know that the man at the park offering candy could potentially harm you until your parents swoop in to defend you. Parents are supposed to protect you, to teach you how to stay safe from the dangers in our world. In the same way, But oh, so much more. Your Heavenly Father is here to protect you. He is there when your parents cannot be, or when your parents choose not to be. This is His promise to you, and it's Psalm 91. I just encourage you to look up Psalm 91. I'm not going to read it all to you. It's definitely all about God's protection, and it's His promise to you and your children, and I firmly believe in praying this over my kids, especially before they get into school. Subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video. Comment down below if there's anything that you do to get your kids ready for the new school year, especially spiritually. That's really important. Have a great day and a great school year.